Regents Earth Science Lab number 9. Today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at some minerals. I'm going to allow you to read through most of this for yourself, but basically we're going to look at some mineral kits, go through some of the testing procedures. You don't need eye protection or soap and water because we're going to be doing this virtually. You're going to see the samples that I give you. If we come down to the bottom here, it shows you the different hardnesses of the common testing tools that we have. So if your fingernail is 2.5 and you cannot scratch it, that means that it's harder than 2.5. If your copper penny can scratch it, that means it's softer than the copper penny, meaning it's lower than that. This is the flow chart that we'll be going through. Our first one would be identifying sulfur. So I'm going to pick up a specimen of sulfur here. What is our luster for this specimen? Well, it appears to be yellow and rather dull. It does not look like a metal of any kind that I've seen before. So considering it doesn't really look like metal, in that case we're going to say it's non-metallic. As far as its hardness is concerned, can you scratch it with your fingernail? So you're going to take your fingernail and you're going to try and force your nail into it, and yes, I am able to scratch it, so I know that its hardness is somewhere between a 1 and a 2.5. Because again, we know our fingernail is about a 2.5. Does it have cleavage or fracture? And in this case, it definitely has fracture. I don't see any of those flat sides. So cleavage would be no. What about its color? That's the easiest one of all. We said that was yellow. And other characteristics. You could comment about its smell. Smells like eggs. Kind of looks like eggs too. All right, so let's flip the page. Here we have some common tools that are used for identifying hardness. We also have a QR code here that you can click through and watch a video. I think his name is Mike Sorrentino. He's from one of the high schools in upstate New York, and he does a great job of going through many of the steps. But what I want to show you today is the minerals that are in our kits and give you an opportunity to virtually do the testing yourself. So let's take a look at mineral number 1. Mineral number 1 here looks very hard. Try to scratch at my fingernail. Does not work. I go into my test kit and I pull out my penny. If I scratch it with my penny, nothing happens. I might see some lines on there, but that's actually copper from the penny getting rubbed off onto it. I can then upgrade to my steel. So here I have a piece of steel paperclip. No, I cannot scratch it. If I go to get a streak, I don't believe I'm leaving anything behind. In fact, if I try hard enough, I could probably scratch this plate, telling me that this probably has a hardness of somewhere around 7. Luster, metallic or non-metallic, I'll let you decide that. Hardness is about 7. Cleavage or fracture, you decide. Color, other characteristics, I'll just say very, very hard. And you'll find the mineral name for that. Next up is mineral number 2. Very similar to number 1, except it's more pink in color. When we do some of the testing, we're going to get a hardness of anywhere between 5.5 and 6.5. And I'll just let you take some observations here. Definitely see some flashes of light when I rotate it, telling me about its breakage. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, if I can get it out of the test kit. Number 3 looks like this. It's flexible in thin sheets. I don't want to break this one, but it is somewhat flexible. I guess you could guess if it has cleavage or fracture just from that. You've got your color. A lot of people say this looks metallic to them. It's actually non-metallic. Here's specimen number 4. You already know what that is. Here's number 5. Maybe not the greatest example, but it definitely has the classic rhombohedral cleavage that we associate with this specimen. All right, hardness on this is somewhere between a 3 and a 4. Next up, we have this beautiful specimen, which is see-through. Right? So this guy right here, specimen number 6, it's rather soft and it has a salty taste to it. Also, you can see the color, you can tell the cleavage, and whether it's metallic or non-metallic. I'll let you fill that in. Number 7, very easily scratched with your fingernail. Not really flexible. Not really flexible. Here's number 8. A lot of people say it has a greasy feel. I know that we use this in powder form. Yeah, in fact, if we do a streak on it, grayish-green streak. Excuse me. Next up, this one also kind of a greasy feel, almost like I could write with it. Metallic luster, non-metallic, I'll let you decide. Very, very, very soft, softer than your fingernail. This one's funny. It does have cleavage, even though it doesn't look like it, because it's really more on the subatomic level. This kit does not, actually we do have specimen 10. Here's specimen 10. Extremely hard and dark green. You would even say an olive color. So look at hardnesses of 6 or greater. Here you'll notice that this crystal is pretty much see-through. It can also appear as purple. Somewhere in the mid-range with hardness, let's say between a 3 and a 5. Good luck on that one. Next up is number 12. Extremely dense, extremely heavy for its size. Definitely has a pretty shine to it. Hardness on this guy, if I remember, I'm going to take a quick peek because I forget. It's pretty hard. It's over 6. Here is mineral 19. Looks kind of like gold to me. And then mineral 21. It's a big ball of rust. So, considering that I went real fast on these, you're going to want to pause the video, come back if you need to establish which is which. Once again, watch the additional video on here in case you're not sure how to do these. But that is it. I hope it was helpful, and thanks for watching.